HERU Interface versus aliens. Are aliens among us? Is there some sort of alien agenda or cabal between the world's elite and aliens to keep humanity ignorant as they rape the natural resources of the planet? Apparently, a lot of people, including some very popular figures within the Black consciousness community, believe that aliens exist and that the elite are keeping knowledge of them a secret for sinister purposes. Aliens have been the subject of human conversation since the beginning of recorded time. Even the top religions in the world mentions Jinns, which are classified as humanoid beings from other worlds. Aliens are like ghosts. Some people believe in them and claim to have seen them, while most people dismiss both as superstition. The HERU Interface of Black consciousness believes that aliens may exist in some form or another, but we refuse to focus on them for several important reasons. Giving time to aliens is a distraction away from our various issues. If they exist, then they don't appear to be helping Black people. And finally, if aliens are anything like humans, we all could end up enslaved or colonized by them. Giving time to aliens is a distraction away from our various issues as a race. We can't even come together in unity as a race to end police brutality, oppression, and discrimination. Internationally, we have failed to build any notable morally ethical and self-sufficient country of our own. Because of our racial dysfunctions, other races easily exploit us socially, militarily, economically, and politically. They come into our communities and countries and easily dominate us because we trust them more than we trust our own. All we have generated as a race is a savior mentality in which we have conceded that this life was not meant for us, and a better life awaits us in death next to an illusionary God. Alien belief is just like religion to us, therefore we have no time for it. If aliens exist, then it does not appear that they are helping the Black race. We can do math. In other words, we can reason and think critically. We also refuse to apply religious reasoning to alien discussions. What do we mean? We mean that aliens are not working in mysterious ways to help us. We need not be grateful or maintain faith in them. If aliens exist, then they would have to be far beyond us mentally and technologically. We would have to know how they function as a species to know how they intend to treat us. Are they ethical to operate among us using the Star Trek Prime Directive, which is to leave us alone and just observe us, or are they treating us like lab rats, stoking conflict in some places while introducing viruses in other places? Are aliens trying to help us but we just can't get their message? One thing we do know is that if aliens are anything like the human race, then we certainly will become enslaved or colonized by them. When we study the history of humanity beginning at the point of intercontinental migration, we can clearly see that migrations that initially began as exploration and trade, eventually end up in the occupation of the weaker culture by the dominant cultures. Eventually, some races discovered that it would be more advantageous to set up colonies in foreign lands, colonize the locals, and force them to work to feed the empire. How do we know that aliens wouldn't colonize us and force us to work for them? Our only solace is the fact that their silence may be an indication that they are not like us. At the HERU Interface of Black consciousness, we have our own unique perspective on aliens. If aliens exist, then they must be products of the Great Spirit that is the universe, just like us. That means they are spirits living in physical form, just like us. The difference between them and us is that they know what they are, while 99% of us don't. If they know what they are, then they will not intervene in humanity because they know that life is a voluntary experience. Some of them may have once existed as us, and some of us may have once existed as them. The only help aliens may secretly be giving us is the ability to soul blend, which involves reaccessing some knowledge from our previous souls, minus the emotions of course, in order to avoid trauma.